Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, and we have a pretty decent week on our hands overall, I would say. Before we get into the video, consider dropping a like and subscribing if you guys are new. A lot of people watch these videos, not a lot of people subscribe, so consider doing that if you are new and you find this style of content useful. Starting off with the car sitting here beside me, this is the Pagani Torero XO, and it is discounted this week. It's a pretty cool car. We're going to talk about it a little bit more in a few minutes, but before we get into anything, we got to talk about how to make some money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, what's some bonus money, everything like that. Starting us off, we get a free $1 million for logging into Grand Theft Auto Online this week. In fact, I actually got my $1 million yesterday. Oddly enough, it wasn't even officially out yet, but they gave me a free $1 million. All you have to do is log in, and you will get it within 72 hours of that initial login. So I got it right away. You might get a little bit later, but no matter what, it is available this week, so you should definitely be at least logging into GTA Online this week. Also on bonus this week is that if you complete all of the premium deluxe repo work missions, you will receive $500,000 in online, which is a pretty hefty bonus, honestly. And of course, those missions you'll also get paid for. Plus, the weekly challenge this week is to complete 3 of those premium deluxe repo work missions for $100,000. So you'll actually get like $600,000 by the time you're done just off of bonuses. So that's actually pretty good. We also have triple money and triple RP on Simeon export requests. That's where he texts you and you deliver vehicles to the dock. So that's pretty cool. We also have all Simeon contact missions on double money and double RP for the remainder of the week. So that's pretty cool as well. Sumo Remix has been added back into GTA Online this week, and it is on double money and double RP. It's a lot of fun. You guys should definitely try it out if you haven't before. We also have select community jobs on double money and double RP as well. Now sadly, that's where the bonuses kind of end, although the free $1 million is honestly a pretty good bonus for the week anyways, and then the 500k for the repo work is pretty cool too, so I would recommend doing that this week for sure. The Walton L35 Drift is still on discount this week for free, guys, so if you didn't get it last week, you still have another chance to get it for free this week. You should absolutely do this. It also comes with the drift tuning as a part of it as well, so that's another $200,000 you save right there. I would highly recommend this thing. It's actually a lot of fun. Smoke on the Water is 30% off this week, so if you guys don't have Smoke on the Water yet, it is probably a good thing to purchase for 30% off. It will increase the value of your weed business by 35% in itself, and it will also contribute to your car wash passive safe income as well. Overall, it's pretty good, and I would recommend getting it while it's 30% off. You might as well. Now for some vehicle discounts, we have several vehicle discounts this week in online, starting off with the overflawed Pipistrello for 30% off. Overall, I feel like this car is not exactly very inspiring, and I do feel like it was overpriced to begin with. And even with the discount on it, I still don't really feel like it's all that awesome. It has a missile lock-on jammer, but it is fully electric. And overall, I just don't think it's the most impressive supercar ever, and I think you could do a lot better for $2 million, so I would say to avoid the Pipistrello. We also have the Grotti Turismo Omaggio, and this is one that I would actually more so recommend to purchase if you're in the market for a supercar. This is not particularly amazing, but it's pretty damn good. For 1.7 mil, the value is a lot better on this than it is on the Pipistrello, and it also gets the missile lock-on jammer as well. Now this one's 40% off compared to the Pipistrello being 30% off, so this one is definitely the better value, and I would recommend the Omaggio if you're in the market for a new supercar, like I said. We also have the Tundra Panther available for 40% off this week. This is in the sports category, and overall it's not that awesome of a car. It's basically a reskinned Pfister Growler. It drives pretty much the exact same way, and the customization is even kind of similar as well. Overall, I feel like the Panther is not that great of a car. If you did want to get it, now is certainly going to be the time to do so, because I don't think it's going to be heavier discounted than 40% off, but 1.3 mil does seem a little steep, so I would say for most people, you're going to want to avoid this one as well. We have the Pagani Torero XO for $2,023,000. Again, way better value than the Pipistrello. It's also had the missile lock-on jammer added as an available upgrade to it. Something to note with the Torero XO, it is one of the fastest supercars in the game, non-HSW wise. So if you play on Xbox One, PS4, or last gen, this is actually one of the faster supercars in your version of the game. It's also all-wheel drive, and the customization is fantastic. However, there is one slight issue, and that is that this vehicle does not get any downforce and it does not benefit from any spoiler options. It's due to it having a active rear spoiler by default, but active rear spoilers are kind of buggy in GTA, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, and unfortunately this is one of the cars that they do not work on. So understeer is going to be a thing with the Torero XO. It's not going to corner the best, that's for sure, especially to some of its direct competitors like the Progen Emrys or the Benefactor Krieger, for example. This thing is not going to be able to keep up with those things around a track with a lot of corners. So do keep that in mind. I do think it's an excellent free mode vehicle, but being that it's a little bit broken, it's kind of hard for me to super recommend it. I would say if you're in the market for a Torero XO and you've wanted one for a long time, you should get it now because it is 30% off and it's probably not going to go on sale much more before GTA 6 comes out and before we all probably go and play GTA 6. So if you want it, now's not the worst time ever to purchase one. Moving on to another Pegassi vehicle, we have the Pegassi Ignis. This is 40% off this week and it's really good value, under 1.7 mil for an all-wheel drive supercar. Unfortunately though, there is the weaponized Ignis, which overshadows this thing in a lot of ways because of the gun on the top and the fact that it can be upgraded with HSW, whereas this version of the Ignis cannot. Now, it's still a great car. It's still one that I would recommend for free mode or even potentially for supercar class racing if you are not using HSW vehicles. This is a good one. It's got a lot of customization. It looks fantastic. I would say this, along with the Imaggio, would be my two picks for supercars this week while they're discounted if you're in the market for a supercar. If not, you can probably avoid purchasing this one as well. The Annis S80RR is also discounted this week, and if you want a supercar and talk about value, the Annis S80RR for a non-HSW supercar is one of the very best in the game. This and the Benefactor LM87 are two absolutely fantastic supercar class vehicles to race with. So if you're doing non-HSW racing, this is probably going to be damn near king of the supercar category. It also has the missile lock-on jammer available for it now, which is awesome to see. So I would say I recommend the S80RR, and I honestly would recommend it over the Imaggio and the Ignis as well. So do with that what you will. Next up, we have the Nagasaki Shinobi discounted this week for $1,488,000. This is regarded as one of the very best motorcycles, not counting HSWs, of course, for racing in the motorcycle class. It has excellent maneuverability. The customization is also pretty sweet on it as well. I think it's a good looking bike. If you want it, now is certainly going to be the time to buy it. I don't think I've ever seen a cheaper price for the Shinobi, so you should probably buy it now if you want one. It also does have the missile lock-on jammer available for it, which is an added bonus. So if you're in the market for a good bike, the Shinobi certainly is one. On the Benny's website, we also have the Dubachi Spectre on discount this week. It is going to be 30% off, not including the Benny's upgrade though, so it's just for the base Spectre, as you guys can see right here. Going for $420,000, I feel like for a pretty decent looking sports car and one that has the potential to be customized pretty crazily at Benny's, I feel like $420,000 is not a terrible amount of money. So if you're interested in this thing even lightly, I would say now is a decent time to purchase it. We also have the BF Club discounted this week. This is regarded as one of the very best compact cars in the entire game for racing, going for $896,000, which is honestly not terrible, but I don't know how often you're really going to be racing in the compacts category. But if you are, the BF Club is one of the very best cars to use, HSW or non-HSW enabled. It's a really cool car. It's got a lot of customization. I think it's maybe worth it if you want to race. If you don't want to race, you can pretty safely avoid the club, but if you want to race, you might want to purchase it. And over on Warstock Cash and Carry, we have some pretty heavy hitter discounts. One being on the B11 Strike Force, going for $2,660,000. I would say this is a must purchase if you own a hanger. You will need to own a hanger for this one and for one of the other vehicles that's on discount this week. But if you have a hanger, you should absolutely own this one. This thing has a machine gun, which sounds really cool and kind of similar to the A10 Warthog in real life, or the A10 Thunderbolts cannon, which is really, really awesome. It also gets access to homing missiles, and it gets access to a barrage as well, which rapidly shoots missiles in a non-lock-on function. It's also one of the most maneuverable planes in the entire game, and it's very good for dogfighting. Plus, it can also be equipped to hold bombs as well, so you can bomb people from the air as well. For $2,660,000, you should absolutely own a B11 Strike Force. I recommend this to pretty much everybody. And next up, we have the Buckingham Akula for $2,362,500 if you have the trade price. Now, if you don't, it's probably going to be about $2.8 million, which is not a terrible price, all things considered. It actually might be a little bit more, maybe more like $3.2 million, to be honest. Is insanely good. It is a 4-seater attack helicopter that can be equipped with homing missiles or a 4-missile barrage when you upgrade it in the hangar workshop. It's also one of the fastest helicopters in the game, and it has a full stealth mode, which can remove you from the radar and the expanded map and everything like that as soon as you press the button. It will also restrict you from being able to shoot in the helicopter while the stealth mode is active, but it is really cool. Activating the stealth mode will also reduce any wanted level you have down to 2 stars, so that's pretty sweet as well. And it has a bomb bay as well, so you can drop bombs with this helicopter. Yakula is absolutely fantastic. It is my favorite helicopter in Grand Theft Auto Online. You should absolutely own one. If you got it, especially for the trade price, you would be dumb to not own an Yakula for this price. And for the last discount of the week, we have the Ocelot Ardent for $805,000. This car is pretty cool. It's weaponizable, which is really sweet. It has front-mounted machine guns on it, which is cool. It's also fairly fast, and in the sports classic category, it is actually one of the better cars to race with as well, oddly enough. The Ardent is really cool. It handles well. It looks great. It sounds good. Overall, it's a very good car for $805,000. I don't recommend it for every single person on Earth for sure, but I would say if you got $805,000 and it even seems mildly appealing to you, I would say it is a good vehicle to purchase this week while it's on discount. Within the casino, the podium vehicle for the week is the Pfister Comet S2 Cabrio. If you can win it, you absolutely should. Within the LS Car Meet, we have the Declasse Impaler SZ available to be won, and in order to win it, you're going to have to place top 3 for 2 days in a row. Not a terribly hard challenge. If you can get this car for free, you might as well. These are the vehicles that are available to be purchased in the test track at the LS Car Meet. The BF Raptor is absolute no-go. Do not buy it. You will absolutely hate your life for it. No customization, terrible performance, can't drive, it sucks, it's awful, looks terrible as well. Jester though, $240,000 is not a bad price for this car. All things considered, the performance is really good, customization's great. If you got 240 grand, you should buy the Jester. The Enus Cognoscenti Cabrio, despite being one of the ugliest cars of all time, I think, is only $185,000 and it's removed from the game. So if you do want it, now is certainly going to be the time to buy it. It's not exactly a looker though. And the Annis Euros X32 is available to be purchased all outright with HSW available for it for $3,143,000 this week. Seems really expensive though, so I don't necessarily recommend it. These are the vehicles available in the salvage yard. We have the Obey 10F, the Grotti Stinger GT, and the Karen Bohr. The Karen Bohr can be had by completing the McToney robbery. The Grotti Stinger is the Duggan robbery, and the 10F is the Podium robbery, but shockingly none of them are claimable yet again. Within the Garment Factory, the Fine Art file is going to be your priority file for the week. Within Simeon's, we have a bunch of vehicles that are available that we've already talked about, like the S80RR, the Grotti Turismo Omaggio, and the Pegassi Ignis, but we do also have the Ocelot Locust in here, which I think is one of the absolute best driver's cars in all of GTA Online. It goes for $1,685,000, and I would say if you are even mildly interested in driving in GTA, and you want a good handling car, a really fun car to drive, the Ocelot Locust is a fantastic one to have. I might consider waiting for it to go on sale personally, but if you can't and you just want to try it, now is definitely a good time to buy it since it's available. We also have the Shinobi here as well. Like I said, really good bike. I would recommend it. At Luxury Autos, we have cars that are available on the websites. Shockingly, we have the Canis Castigator on the left and the Ubermacht Niobe on the right. Alright guys, in the gun van location, today, the day this video is coming out, is going to be here in Sandy Shores. And within the gun van this week, we have the Tactical SMG. 40% off, which is the best drive-by weapon in the game, so you should purchase that if you don't have it already. We also have the railgun, the battle rifle, the double barrel shotgun, the pump shotgun, and the knuckle buster available. For throwables, we have molotovs, grenades, and stickies, and body armor is of course 10% off. For the time trials, your RC Bandito time trial today is Cypress Flats, your junk energy time trial is Mirror Park, your regular time trial is Vinewood Bowl, and your HSW time trial is Textile City to Stab City. So it's going to start right here and it's going to end all the way up right here at Stab City. So there you guys have it. That's been it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you enjoyed the video, consider dropping a like and subscribing if you're new. With that being said, I'll hopefully see you guys in my live stream tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're doing a car meet, so be there for the live. It'll be really sick. I'll see you guys later. Till then, take care. Peace.